Hello, I'm so glad to be with you today. My name is Elise Schuster, and I'm one of the co-founders of OKSo. And today we're going to be talking about strategies that we can use with young people to really help them feel heard. So, as we get started, I'd love for you to take a moment on your worksheet and write down what you feel like your greatest challenge is or challenges with supporting young people when they're having strong emotions. Maybe young people are feeling angry or sad, or frustrated, or something else. What is happening for you in those moments? What is feeling hard? If you haven't watched any of our other videos yet, what you'll know is that you can always pause the video while you do something on your worksheet and then pick it back up whenever you're ready. So to kick us off today, I want to show you a scene from one of my very, very favorite movies. It's called Inside Out. You may have seen this movie before. If you haven't, I really recommend watching it. It is awesome. But regardless, pay attention to these two characters, joy and sadness, and how they handle the same situation. I'm going to ask you to reflect on this when the clip is over.
Oh, the stuffed animal Hall of Fame! My rocket! Wait, Riley and I were still using that rocket. It still has some song power left. Who is your friend who likes to play? No! No, 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 you can't take my rocket to the top! Riley and I are going to the moon! Riley can't be done with me.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. We can fix this. We just need to get back to headquarters. Which way to the train station?
I had a whole trip planned for us.
Hey, who's ticklish, huh? Here comes the tickle monster. Hey, Bing Bong, look at this. Oh, here's a fun game. You point to the train station and we all go there. Won't that be fun? Come on, let's go to the train station.
I'm sorry they took your rocket. They took something that you loved. It's gone. Forever.
Sadness. Don't make him feel worse.
Sorry.
It's all I had left of Riley.
I bet you and Riley had great adventures.
Oh, they were wonderful. Once we flew back in time, we had breakfast twice that day.
Sadness.
It sounds amazing. I bet Riley liked it.
Oh, she did. We were best friends.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm okay now. Come on. The train station is this way.
How did you do that?
I don't know. He was sad, so I listened to what...
Hey!
Okay, so let's talk about what we just saw. So if you want, you can jot some ideas down on your worksheet, starting with Joy. What did Joy do in this situation? What did you see? So pause for a second if you want to reflect back on that. A couple of the things that I noticed is that she's saying it's going to be okay. She's trying to distract him. She's trying to cheer him up. She's kind of trying to get him moving. Essentially, Joy is trying to make his sadness go away. His feelings make her uncomfortable and she really doesn't know what to do about them. So she's just trying to kind of keep it moving. But what about sadness? What did sadness do? So take a second, write down what you saw sadness doing. So sadness is showing us what empathy can look like. She joins him. She literally sits down next to him. She acknowledges his feelings and how sad this is. She actually asks him about the sadness and about his feelings. She goes deeper. She creates space for his feelings to exist. And ultimately, that space is what allows him to move through his feelings onto the next thing. So, sadness is showing what it looks like to practice empathy. So, let's talk about empathy. What is it? There are a lot of definitions, but I really like these two. So first, empathy is the bridge between experience and thought. We can't really ever actually experience what someone else is experiencing, but we can build a bridge between just thinking about it and their experience. So empathy is being in feeling with someone else. So why are we talking about empathy? Because it's effective. It has been shown scientifically to work in all kinds of situations. Take a minute and think about some of the things that we're doing when we use empathy, and write them down if you want, if you have ideas about what you feel like we're doing. So when we respond with empathy, there are really several things that we're doing. Empathy validates people's feelings. It doesn't deny that things are hard. It helps people feel heard and feel less alone with whatever is going on. And it's been shown to help people move through their feelings instead of burying them. When we can feel our feelings, we can actually process them much more easily. Now, sometimes, just like with Bing Bong, it means that the feelings actually get stronger before they get better. But now that we have talked about why empathy is helpful, let's take a minute to think about why we don't practice empathy, right? So sitting with someone who is experiencing strong feelings can be a lot. It can feel really scary or overwhelming to be the other person, and we often are not taught what to do. So instead, we do some version of what Joy did. I think of it kind of internally in our minds as looking a little something like this, right? There's this sort of panic. Our mind is racing. We're trying to think of things that will make it better or make it go away. At best, we just jump straight to problem solving. We hear something hard and we go into fix it mode. It's a really common response. But why do we do this? We jump to problem solving for a lot of reasons. A lot of us feel uncomfortable with difficult emotions, both our own and others. So we actually just don't know how to sit with someone else's difficult emotions. We might worry that the problem is unsolvable. And to be honest, sometimes it is. Sometimes there's not much to be done. We might have been raised to feel responsible for other people's feelings. So we feel like we have to fix it. Another common thing I see is a misconception that if we agree with how someone is feeling, that we're also agreeing with their behavior. But this is not true. These are actually two different things. So I have a 7-year-old, and I used to frequently find myself saying to him, it's okay to feel angry, but it's not okay to hit someone when you're angry. It's a classic 2-3-year-old behavior. And this is the same. We can separate the two. It's about finding appropriate coping skills for strong feelings, but strong feelings can and do exist. And of course, we can also just be busy. We're distracted or overwhelmed, or we're trying, like Joy was, to get to the equivalent of the train station of our job, right? We're really focused on something else we've got going on. And these strong feelings that this other person is having, they're getting in the way. And we don't feel like we have time for it because there's so much going on. But we know that empathy works. And ultimately, if we can use it as a tool, that we will see happier and more engaged participants in our program. So how do we do it?